Hi, this is Kranti from DreamCricket, and it's my great honor and pleasure to welcome a Hall of Famer, the fastest of fast bowlers, and a terror to batsmen all over the world, Courtney Walsh. Welcome to DreamCricket, sir.
Thank you. Good morning.
Courtney Walsh is here at DreamCricket running a 3-day camp for our DreamCricket Academy boys and girls, and we're here in between our coaching sessions. We're just sitting around and having a little chat with him. The kids have some nice questions to ask. But coach, first let me ask you, you've been touring the US and you've coached a few academies in the US. How do you see the DreamCricket boys and girls, their future as far as the national level as well as the international level?
Well, I mean, from the first day, I remember Coach Jim got in touch with me, and I came out on tour, and I came up to spend a one day with the kids. And I said to him that I was very impressed with the talent that they saw and the skill set, and that they need a bit of fine tuning. I think that's what probably gave him the idea to try to prolong and have some continuity with the program. I was here last year and I saw the youngsters coming through again. And I think the talent pool that is there is very good. Needs a bit of fine tuning in terms of professionalism and work ethic and probably physical fitness as well. But in terms of ability, potential and talent, it's there in both boys and girls. I remember we saw a group of girls bowling last year and playing, and I was very impressed with them as well. So the talent is there, the ability is there. It's just we need to probably fine tune it with a bit of tips here and there, a couple of changes in terms of the techniques and stuff, and just to get them to love the game so more, have a bit of fun. So I think the one aspect that I've noticed for the few times I've been here is that sometimes, because the parents want the kids to do so much, they sort of get a little bit heavy with the kids and put them under a bit of pressure.
All right, a note to parents then.
Yeah.
That's a special note to parents.
Yeah.
Okay. From your time though, when you were an under 15 kid, or I don't know, did you play age group cricket?
I certainly did.
Cricket, yes. So what do you see as the difference in opportunities and in the facilities that are there out there today?
I wish I had some of the opportunities that they are having now. As I said, I played the age group cricket from primary school all the way up. Sunlight, Colts and then Sunlight. And then when I played for Melbourne, I played Evelyn Cup, Minor Cup, Junior Cup before I played Senior Cup.
Wow.
And then I went on to play for Jamaica. Also for West Indies, I played West Indies Youths, West Indies under 23, and then the senior team. So in terms of the progression, I'm probably one of the few cricketers that did it at all levels, right through, for everywhere I played. So I know what the stepping stone is like, I know the requirements, and I think what I benefited from that was the hard work that you have to put in to be a step ahead, because talent alone doesn't do it. Yes, the talent will, but you've got to be mentally and physically stronger than your competitors. So that is something I learned pretty early, and I think that's what gave me the edge. From gaining those experiences, I was able to go and prepare myself. And it's one thing I try to express to them is that preparation doesn't start on the day or when you're going out to bat. It starts sometime the night before, sometime the week before. Because what you practice is what you can be able to preach. So if you get yourself ready in advance, then come match day, it should be a lot easier. So I used to go to practice with the senior guys at my club at Melbourne. I was playing Minor Cup, they were playing Senior Cup. My challenge was to try to get them out. So if I get up senior, then it's a big plus for me. So whenever I'm playing at my level, I should be able to do well there as well. So yesterday, just for a quick example, yesterday I had some of the youngsters bowling to the senior batsmen. It was just for them to gain that experience. If they got smashed, that's fine. They have nothing to lose. They have more to gain than to lose.
Right.
So that's part of preparation. So they will learn from that and realize what happened, how did the senior batsman play them, made it look easy, but then they have something to think about for the next time they probably play against that senior batsman to see if there's an improvement. And it's not going to happen in the next session or next week, but maybe 3 months down the road. So if it happens 3 months down the road, then at least you know that something is happening.
True. I think that's a great tip for our boys here. Sometimes what happens is when they're playing in a age group higher than themselves, sometimes they are discouraged because they are the 9th man. Sometimes they are the 12th man or the 11th man. What can you say about seizing an opportunity or, you know, waiting for that opportunity?
You've got to grab it when it comes. I'll go back and use the term Evelyn Cup. Evelyn Cup was the lowest of the club cricket you could do. When I say lowest in terms of, it was more for the guys who work very hard and can't play, or for the very youngsters who are now trying to get into the team. And what I used to do is it was played on a Wednesday, and that was the day that I finished school home early, and I used to try to get the bus or hurry up, because that game used to start at 1 o'clock, and school used to finish at 12 o'clock. And I used to tell myself, if I can get to the ground by 12:15, if they're short, I have a chance of playing. So that's one of the ways of seizing the opportunity. Or if you're selected in the 12, you sometimes hope that the boss can get time off from work, and you might get the game. If you get a chance, then you try to perform. So the right you need done the next time. You don't have to wait for someone to come short again. So that's one way of seizing the opportunity. If you get a chance to go out and play, then you try to perform to pick yourself for the next time. But also to gain from that experience, because going out to play, having a chance to perform for yourself, nothing is better than that. You get a good feel of it in the middle. You could practice for 4 months. If you don't go out and play a game, it's as if you have not achieved anything. So once you get a chance to play a game of cricket, that's where you try to show the improvement. You try to hone in on the opportunity. And sometimes it doesn't come far and few between. You might only get 1 or 2. So that's why whenever you get those opportunities, you've got to grab them to ensure that you're benefiting from it. You're learning something from it.
So now I know that you were a terror to batsmen, right? All over the world. But who's the batsman that frustrated you?
I mean, there's a few good batsmen out there, but it depends on when you say the term frustrated. I mean, I didn't play test cricket against Jeff Boycott, but I played county cricket against him. And he was one of the guys who just didn't like to play shots. So it was always a little bit more difficult to get him out. Batsmen who will take you on and play shots against you, you don't mind it. But in terms of test cricket, the one that frustrated me the most was probably Steve Waugh. Because it always looked as if he was going to get out, but we could never get him out the way we planned. Right? He was a drop shot here, drop shot there, and then the next thing you know, he scores a big 100 or a double 100. Once he gets past that barrier, he was always scoring big against us. Sachin was the other guy who always does well against us. But the thing with Sachin is that he always gives you a chance as well. So you figure you have a chance to get him out. On his day, he's going to score big. So when the wicket suited him, he would dominate as well. So those were the 2 guys in my era, I think, that, I don't want to use the term frustrated, but there was always like prize wicket.
Challenged you.
It was always a challenge.
Yes. All right, so now we're going to open up to our Dream Cricket boys and girls. And you all have any questions? Yes, Dave?
So you were talking about mental preparation. What is the biggest part about mental preparation before a game?
Thinking about what you have to do, focusing on the part you want to play, and how strong you have to be about it, and to sort of have your own game plan, plan A, plan B, and that you stick to it in terms of if it doesn't work out in that first session, you've got to be strong enough to overcome to know that, okay, that was probably not my session, it was a batsman's session, because not every time you plan something it works, but to stick to your game plan and be strong enough to come back from whatever challenges you had when it was not working for you. When it's working for you, it's very easy. But some days it doesn't work for you in that session. You have to be mentally strong to come back in the next session and prove that you know what you're doing.
At what age did you start bowling your fastest?
At what age? I was still at coach. I was playing coach cricket, so I would have been 16, 17. When I was bowling fast at coach, but bowling spin at Sunlight. It's the same school. So when I play with the younger age group, I would bowl from one end. So I'd bowl pace and then spin. But then when I played school cricket that same year, I only bowled leg spin. So I think I started to bowl fast full time when I was probably about 18, 19. Just about to leave high school. But I didn't stop bowling spin though, but that's when I started to bowl very fast.
Yes, Aditi.
What's your favorite thing about being a pace bowler?
Well, apart from seeing batsmen with a bit of pain, is knocking that off stump and see it spinning. Seriously.
Woo.
I mean, I used to get a joy when you hit the stumps. It's a fast bowler's dream to see that off stump or middle stump just keep spinning over. You know you hit it well and you're bowling with some pace. So for me, that was always a joy when you hit the stumps and you see it spinning, not just out the ground, you spinning back to the keeper. So that's when you know you're bowling fast and you hit the stump where you want to hit it.
Coach, it's a joy to watch that too as a spectator.
Is it?
It's a joy to watch
That's good
that.
to know.
Yes.
Just imagine that something in the here.
Yes. Oh, yes. Yes.
What's your greatest achievement as a fast bowler and as a cricketer?
Well, for me, I think getting to 500 test wickets, for me personally, I felt that was an achievement that back in the days people wouldn't think about. I mean, everybody's surpassing it now, but back in those days when I was playing, 500 was like a dream, so that was my dream come true.
Nice.
At DreamCricket.
We have time for 2 more questions. Yes.
When you played for West Indies, how did you used to get fit?
How did I used to get paid? The board would pay you. We were working for the board. So the West Indies Cricket Board were our employer. We were the employee, and they would pay us per tour, or if you play home series, per test.
He was asking about fitness.
Oh,
How do you
fit.
get fit?
Oh, I thought you said pay. Fitness.
Yes. I'll edit that. Don't worry.
No. Fitness. When you play for West Indies, back in those days, we didn't have a fitness trainer until Dennis Wade come on the scene. But fitness, I used to do my own program, and they used to laugh at me. Earl Daly and a few of them used to think I was mad, because I used to be running laps at my little ground, 10 laps, 15 laps a evening after practice, and then going out to bowl to 1 stumps after. Because there's 2 levels of fitness. There's physical fitness that you're super fit, and then there's match fitness. And if you don't strike the right balance, it's not gonna work. So I used to try to get fit before. So I would do preparation, goes back to, I do preparation 2 months before the series start of just getting fit. And then the last 6 weeks to a month, bowling fit. So I would stop the hard work of a lot of running, but more bowling. So I'm still getting fit, but getting ready to play cricket now, match fit. Once you're match fit, then you do maintenance. So I would do my work, jogging, the laps would pick up, and then the time I finish them in, even though I used to think I was mad, but I used to have a little watch on my hand, and if I did the 10 laps today in 2 hours, tomorrow I try to do the 10 laps in maybe an hour and 45 minutes or 150. So you're always testing yourself to see, all right? And then once I'm finished with that part of it and I'm satisfied, I used to go and just bowl. So I would bowl for half an hour, 45 minutes every evening if I'm not gonna run. So I still maintain that level of fitness, but the good thing is that I'm bowling, so I'm getting match fit. And then once the game starts, maybe by the second game, I can tell where I'm at, and I just maintain from there. And the reason why I stay so long on that question is important for everybody to be fit. Whether you're bowling leg spin, off spin, batting, because mentally, as you said, if you're not mentally fit and mentally strong, then you're not going to perform anything. Right? So mental fitness is very good as well.
All right. Vaibhav?
So as an opening bowler, you always have like one person from the other end that you love bowling with. So when you played in the national level, who was the one person you love opening the bowling with?
When I played funny enough, when I played for Excelsior and Jamaica, my bowling partner was Patrick Patterson. So when I played for Jamaica, I had that combination with him. We understood each other. I knew what he liked, so I made sure he was comfortable. And we used to terrorize batsmen. And then we played for West Indies a little bit together, but we didn't play a lot of test matches. Test match level was Courtney Walsh. I played a lot of cricket with him. I started with Michael Oldham, Malcolm Marshall, and Joel Garner. But my bowling partnership with Courtney Walsh was probably the longest and the best when I played for the West Indies. That's a good question.
Thank you very much, Coach, for your time.
DCA on 3! DCA on 3! 1, 2, 3! DCA!
Woo!
Oh, good one. Let's get 2 more hits. That's one of them. Let's get 1 more hit. At least 1 more hit. That's good. Oh. Oh. Come on, let's go. Let's be ready. Ready? Who went last? Okay, let's go. 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 Go, come on, recover on it, recover on it, go. Recover on it, go. Go. Run wide. All right, come.